It's lunchtime, and this is Brad Anderson's Lunch Break. Here in Redmond, we're visited by some of the smartest people on the planet, pretty much every day. And every chance I get, I meet up with them for lunch. Today, I'm meeting up with Microsoft veteran and industry icon, Kurt Delbene, the Executive Vice President of Strategy and Operations at Microsoft. Okay, so tell me about you coming to Microsoft.
Yeah.
1991, 1992.
Yeah, this was early days of Microsoft. I worked for a woman named Karen Hargrove at the time in this advanced technology group. And what we were doing at the time was putting a version of Windows into fax machines, copiers, phones, a little ahead of its time.
The original embedded.
Yeah, the story I remember most from there was, I did the analytic things, what's the market telling us, et cetera, and I presented all this to Nathan Miravold, the CTO at the time,
I remember Nathan.
Who was my boss's boss. And I said, Nathan, it seems that people don't want a fax machine with a touch screen on it. They just want to hit 10 digits and hit send. And his response was, well, at Microsoft, we don't look at market research, we just know.
Oh, contrast that now.
Yeah, contrast that deeply now.
Yeah.
We have learned, we've come a long way since those points. It's just night and day in terms of that. There's not that arrogance of, we know all the answers, let us just tell you the answers. It's about, we believe we know the answers, let's talk to you and figure out how the technology works for you. What can you tell us about where it doesn't fit?
So you started in 1991, you left for a few years as you went and worked on healthcare.gov, and you came back. What's the difference you saw in Microsoft from when you left till you came back?
Oh, I think it's night and day. I think one, Satya's driving a culture where it's about the customer, it's about learning what we need to learn, it's about adapting over a period of time. When he talks about the growth mindset, he really means that.
He embodies it.
The other thing is the bets that we started making 10 years ago, they're really coming into their fold. So, Office 365, we used to see Google a bunch in terms of, what are enterprise customers considering Google or not. We don't see that as much anymore because the value proposition is so strong with 365.
And it's just the default.
Yeah, it is. I hate to ever say it's just the default, but it is the first. It's absolutely the thing that people would think of, and then the stitching together of those. Like, what does it mean if I'm on Office 365 and now I want to move my estate to the cloud? What, things like the Office graph, working against the LinkedIn graph, being able to do ML against that in the cloud. Those scenarios are just really popping.
I tell you, we are so happy you're back.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be back.
So good to see you, Kurt.
Thanks, Brad.
All right, let's make sure we do this more regularly.
All right. See you later.
All right, see ya. Next time on Brad Anderson's Lunch Break.
Part of what we try to do at Premera and how we leverage technology is to solve those 4 issues.
I did a search on LinkedIn and there were multiple Mark Gregory's that I found.
Right.
So let's play Which One Are You?
Okay.
Back in the early 2000s, did you own a small chain of pizza restaurants in Alaska?
I did not.
Did you have a role in the movie Adam and Eve Meet the Cannibals?
Oh, man. No. I wish I did, though. Didn't that sound like a great
seriously,
experience?
right?